Well, hello there. Let's see what's going on. Well, I'm getting sound, but no output, eh? Interesting. Hmm. Hey, Adam, welcome to the stream. Just to let you know, this may have to be restarted. I don't know what happened here. It's working, then I pressed to go live, and now it's not. Let's see if we hide it and restart it. I mean, other than what's picking up on my podcast mic, can you guys even hear anything? It went out fine on one platform, but not the other. Troubleshooting in the moment. Let's see what's happening here. I won't even change, like... Here I am here. Oh. Oh. Let's not touch anything. Let's just hope it keeps working. Well, that's interesting. Is it going out? You gotta love when technical glitches pop up. Okay, so now it's showing up, but it's not showing up on my stream preview. I'm gonna guess that this is a specific issue to one of the platforms I stream on. Yeah, Jerome, it's not having any issues on your platform. You got me on YouTube as well? Okay, so is it working on both now? For some reason it was showing a black screen for me. And it's still not showing up on the stream preview. Adam, also let me know if you run into issues. Those are some good options. Hey, just in case you guys are wondering, it's Game Boy Advance streaming tonight, so if you have any suggestions... Let me turn this down. If you have any suggestions for Game Boy Advance games, if I have them, I will consider switching over to those as we go through. Oh my. Let's try beginner. I wonder if this is one of those options that'll stop you from playing the whole thing. Good on both, Jerome? Thank you. So, I will ask how your week's been going. Also, thanks for coming in early and joining me first. I'm starting a little bit earlier. I'm gonna try to stream as early as I can now because it seems like I'm pushing myself too late because I have some things I have to do after I'm done with stream, and then I end up staying up really late. It could just be because I get my sleep schedule off every weekend, but you never know. Also, as always, willing to discuss some of the news. Man, they really video gameized the score in this one. But I guess I really like the Super Nintendo sound chip on this one. I was trying to see, I had some video game news and stuff to talk about. Just some things I've been hearing. Of course, Nintendo Switch 2 rumors keep coming and going. Twitch chat up here so I can see it. Let's go the wrong way. Oh. Is it stopping me? Oh. We got some dialogue here. And now it's telling me I'm disconnected with chat. And successfully connected. I'm thinking one of the platforms is having an issue tonight. So if I get stuck on one, you can always join me on the other. I'm streaming on both Twitch and YouTube, if I'm allowed to say that. Well, let's see here. Drum says it's been a rough time for you because of the time change. Oh my gosh, tell me about it. Everybody, like all the students and like half the faculty are like all kind of strung out and just like rings under the eyes and things like that. They're just... I mean, some of them handle it better than others, but yeah, there's been a lot of dragging lately. Believe it or not. And then, oh, you had a cold? Yeah, that's gonna be... For 2 weeks now? Yeah. As I'm getting older... Oh yeah, by the way, this has the same plot as John Wick. They didn't... Although they didn't kill his dog. They just took his dog. And now he's gotta go back and get it, so... That's why Mickey's not going on a murderous rampage. Okay, so you're candidate 1, huh? I see your candidate. I will try to stay as non-politically biased as I can. Because I like to make fun of both sides. That's kind of my shtick. But you know what I keep thinking of every time I see the maps for election in the US? Red versus blue. The Sarge is still a private. Oh my god. The teleporter sent me back in time. I can think of a whole bunch of red versus blue quotes that we should be doing. I can't remember if that helps me run or not, too. I remember there's something up here. Yes. There's somewhere where I can get hearts. Ooh, how do I run? Hey, Jet Screamer, you're really sick too. Well, sorry to hear that. Glad that you can join us at least for a little bit. And hey, I'll appreciate the lurking as well. Hopefully we'll get you all sorted out. I will say, I got sick really early. So, I'm hoping that gets me through the rest of the year. So far, I'm only one sick day into the year. (1-2) ready. So, hopefully you feel better soon. Thanks for chatting. Yeah, get the politics to a minimum, just say you're very happy with the results. Hey, that's great. And I think that's another thing, too. Like, the only reason why I'm staying less political is because that's not the goal of the channel. But I think, I mean, that's one of the things that I... Oh, jeez. Yeah, this is going to be terrible. Good thing I put it on easy so I get more hearts. Now I gotta stay on the... I'm assuming this is a tomato? Oh, you think it's food poisoning, Jet Screamer? Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that. That's... My last severe case of food poisoning has been a while, so I wish you a speedy recovery with that. Sorry you have to go through it. Yeah, I have no problem with people want to talk politics, it's because, you know, that's part of the thing that makes, I'll say democracy great. I don't want to say just one country over another. Although, obviously, as an American, I think America is the only way to go, right? I forgot you have to hit him in just a specific way. I'm a little... Oh, you start all the way back here. And I'm a little out of practice with this one. Yeah, Jerome says food poisoning's awful. Only had it once, still remember it was a nightmare. Well, consider yourself lucky you only got it once. I've gotten it a few times that was pretty bad. Nothing like where I had to, Thankfully nothing where I was hospitalized, but the last time was close. I did have to go to the emergency room. I was not doing well the last time. But that's also, I don't know if you guys want me to tell you the story or not about this is one I would say I only tell certain people because once people find out about it, it's one of those things where they're like, yeah, that's not something you should be telling other people. But there was an incident with a cornfield and food poisoning that didn't work out for me. When the people think cornfield, they're thinking, oh, the corn was up? Nope. It was after harvest. And then if you're from a rural area, you're probably thinking, wait, you drove to a cornfield? Why didn't you just go at the nearest corner gas station? Like, I had like 60 miles of open road and no bathroom in sight. Okay, that was too easy this time. Think you're past the worst? I should hope so. Hey Beasters, welcome to the stream. Hopefully your week's going better than Jerome's and Beasters. Mine hasn't been terrible. I can't complain now. You've taken it all. You definitely win. Although I always tell people it's not a competition. When people are like, oh, I've had it so much worse than you on things. I'm not saying you guys are doing that. I'm just saying. Isn't that the Brian Regan joke where people are like, why is everyone always trying to one-up everyone else's story? Like, oh, I was like, you know what happens if you have a tonsil taken out? You can never tell anyone because someone just had both tonsils taken out. Oh. We'll come and tell you about their story. There we go. It's like, that's why I wish I could have been one of our, was it 12 astronauts that have been on the moon? Because they know they can always one-up everybody else's story. Like, oh, the other day I went to Germany and I was on the Autobahn and they don't have any speed limits there, so I was going like 90, but I was like, wait a minute. It's like, am I gonna get pulled over by a cop? And I was like, oh wait, we don't have to worry about our speed because there's no speed limit on the Autobahn. Oh yeah? I walked on the moon. You have the floor, Moonwalker. You know, it's kind of funny you mentioned you were on the Autobahn, because it was interesting, because the other day I was driving through the Sea of Tranquility in my lunar rover. And just like you, I was worried about our speed until I remembered, oh, wait a minute, we're the only two people on the moon! Uh-oh. That could have been close. Yeah, get crazy. Oh, here he comes. This area, oh, kind of reminds me of... There we go. Kind of reminds me of like a Cuphead battle. Beaster says, yeah, when people say I have food poisoning, I'm like, unless you're bedridden and half dead, you haven't had food poisoning. Right? Oh, I was bedridden. Actually, I was bathroom ridden. Could not leave the bathroom. Couldn't leave the shower. If that gives you an idea. That's what I'm saying. That's why I hope it's with you. Screamer, I really hope for a speedy recovery. That it's awful. Last night you couldn't get cold enough so you lay down on your linoleum bathroom floor. It sounds like you're right there with me, Jet Screamer. It really does. Yeah. So, my last one, and the reason why I know the year is because I know what gave me food poisoning, and I posted at a restaurant I went to, which is funny, I did not get food poisoning at the restaurant. I got food poisoning at like a potluck earlier in the day because of improper storage of food. So, it was some bad cheese. So you said dairy, it's kind of interesting that mine was also cheese. And I remember, I kept thinking if the cheese was bad, it would have tasted bad, but my god, was it delicious cheese. Was not worth it, but it was delicious. He said, that's terrible. At least you have linoleum. I have hardwood floors in my bathroom. And it's kind of like fake hardwood floor, but it's actually pretty thick. It's not like the placards. They're actually like floorboards, but they just put them over the old floorboards. Makes it easier to clean, I guess. And doesn't look as, yeah, you said linoleum. My parents had a tile bathroom floor that can be heated in the winter, but it felt great when you had a fever. You just lay down on that floor. Tile felt great on your back. Couldn't get up. Had to have a toilet and a pail at the same time. It was brutal, says Beasters. Yeah, that's why I said why I couldn't leave the shower. I could have had a pail, but it was not fun. What's interesting is that's a phenomenon that we've all been under. So how do I switch costumes? Okay. That's the player. I can save? Heck yeah, I didn't know I can save on here. I guess that makes sense. How do I switch over? There's time going down. Nope. There is a way to switch over to... Oh, there's a 1-up. There is a way to get that to go. I guess not. Yeah, I can't remember how you get up there. Now look at these things. What are these things? They were like, I called them like potatoes hanging on a string. Yep, now they're back. Little Capcom Disney platformers of back in the day. Ooh, I thought I was flying off. Oh no. I was in the wrong spot. There's one later on where you can do that. I forgot how far back it sends you. I guess I'm not used to dying in this thing. I am close to using my first continue. Surprisingly. On easy. I keep forgetting about that. You guys see the interlacing when Mickey gets hit? Hey, Nostalgic Soul, welcome to the stream. Just channel surfing on the tube, huh? Well, welcome. Feel free to bring up any topic that you'd like in terms of retro gaming and such. We've already kind of said... Ooh, that was close. We've already kind of said, you know, light on the politics, but... Thanks for joining us. I'm right, I think these things continually regenerate. So here's the area that I thought I was at later on. Well, we're going to see it in a second. So close. That's going to hit me. No, that was so close. And I got hit after the fact. Yes, and you can still die from that fall. Okay. Oh, I can't get an extra heart? Need a broom, whatever that does. This is original hardware. This is the Game Boy player on the GameCube. And I will say, if you have any suggestions for other Game Boy Advance games to play, if I have them, I will definitely consider them. Ooh. Oh. I thought when he was, May I try to do original hardware as much as possible. And I'm using the Wavebird wireless GameCube controller, which was a GameStop find, I think, back when they were getting rid of all their GameCube stuff back in like 2010. And this has been my controller for GameCube stuff ever since. I love this thing. You definitely see why people find it very desirable. You have to time that just right. My timing is awful these days. I guess I haven't played this game in a while. One more hit and the rear board and we're done for. That's it. Alright. WarioWare? I think I have that. I'll give it a try. Pluto still needs your help. Continue? Yes. Do I start over at the very beginning? I should have just... Oh, no, I don't. As I said. Still don't know what those things are. Oh, thank goodness, because I could have died horribly there. How did I not hit that? I can ride that down, or I can just fall down. And he'll come after me. Gotta be careful of that. You know what the funny thing is? That saved me from falling completely off, so I'm okay with that. And there it is. If you try to emulate this game, by the way, apparently this thing glitches all the time. Nostalgic Soul says, cool. Pretty much emulate everything now, right? Had to downsize over the years. There's just way too much damage and deal with when moving. I've kind of said if I ever have to move, I'm going to sell this house for about twice its value because it's going to be like, I'm going to say, game collection with storage unit. That's how I'm going to sell my house. Because as much as I'd hate to lose this, it would be too big of a pain for me myself to try to manage getting rid of it. But yeah, Beasters, I can switch over to that once I get tired of this game, which shouldn't be too much longer. I've already been streaming this for about a half hour, but I did have some glitches at the very beginning. I can't save yet. Going down. Oh my gosh. When I was a kid, this music used to scare the heck out of me. Save, yes. I have more lives and less coins. Yeah. I thought I was supposed to get my fire suit before now. Ah, that's how I change. This doesn't sound as scary, but the Super Nintendo score does sound a lot scarier than this. Of course, that doesn't scare me now. I say that as I'm nervously coughing. Ooh. There is an area where that's optional to do. It like gives you a bonus room. I'm not quite sure I want to get there yet. Oh, I forgot. That's what this guy does. Ooh, that's so close. And you can't jump on top of him because of his... Ooh. I'm like so close to beating him too. So close to beating him. Bought the motion games for Japan GPA, so it's cheaper. Really? I don't know if I'm aware of those. I had all my lives when I started that. So Nostalgia Soul is asking what my favorite system is. I'll ask for other input before I give my response. I always don't like to influence as much as I can. But some of you may be surprised, because I don't think it's been the #1 console I've streamed on here as my favorite. I mean, the Wii is a pretty nostalgic system. I have to admit that one. But believe it or not, my favorite system is not a Nintendo console. Well, that's probably what I stream the most. Mainly because I think that's going to be what most people want to see. Okay, I have to get like really close to him to avoid that. First hit. Oh, there was nowhere to go. The game cheated. What? Man, the frame, the box hit on that is terrible. So Beaster says 360 or PS2 would have to be the best, as much as you're a fan of nostalgic vintage stuff. That's an interesting take. 5200 for Jet Screamer. Jet Screamer that actually kind of surprises me a little bit. And I got crushed. Game over. Time to continue. That's right, we didn't get too far on here. I think if we make it to Pike's Peak, which is stage 4, that's usually where I give up on this one. I used to be able to beat this in a weekend because this was a constant rental for me on the Super Nintendo. This is the first time I've played this version on the Game Boy Advance. And, I mean, you can tell it was obviously meant to be more portable, but... Ooh. But the thing that would get me is you only got so many continues at the very beginning. So... this level would take me out a lot. If I can get past this level, I was usually good till the end of the game. Your family bought the 5200 despite the flaws. And Nostalgic Soul says PS2 is fantastic. So many games are made for that system, right? So I'm hearing 5200, 360, and PS2. I would imagine, would anybody say, like, this current generation of game consoles is their favorite? Oh, I forgot, is there a... No, okay. I thought there was something I can get back there. I'm gonna pause for a second, so I can actually mute my cough this time. There we go. That's also the first time I tested my cough button. Oh no, am I maxing out my mic on there? Sorry. I probably had to turn that up last time because the volume was so inconsistent last stream. So I see Pizza Boy, there you go. I was wondering when someone was going to say something like the Commodore 64. Okay. This guy is like Cuphead. Because I keep thinking he's gonna... Oh, that's so stupid. It's also really stupid. Come on. I'll get you. Got him! Oh, that's satisfying. So plus PS2 is where you started gaming? Oh, whereas where your gaming started to drop off. Really only played a few PS3 and onward? Gotcha. So, I may have put it off long enough. My favorite system, believe it or not, is the PlayStation 3. And it's a specific model of PlayStation 3, otherwise I would go with PlayStation 2. Because my PS3 can also play PS2 games. I know that's not a norm. I think... I need just a little bit of a boost to get over here. So yep, PS2, PS3, and that's because I can play PS1, PS2, and I missed it. That's right, oops. Well, you never know what's going to take you out, do you? I know a lot of people are like, in the era of where Xbox 360 was king, I stuck with PlayStation, and I was one of those people like, I was very nervous of becoming too fanboyish. So like, did I stick with PS3 and the rest of the world's going to just go with Microsoft Xbox from now on? And I didn't know it was going to be called Xbox One. Dang it. But yeah, your PS3 is the launch console, so mine's the 80 gig one. Because, yes, I did not like the original PlayStation 3 because mine exploded on me. Literally shot a huge spark with smoke and flames out of the back. I mean, this is unnecessary, but... Whee! I think I did that too far. Yeah. But when I'm going for retro gaming, I think the... Interesting. No. I'm gonna get hit again. Oh, I missed it. That's the thing, if you don't let the water out for long enough, it actually won't go as far as you want it to. What do you guys think of this platforming mechanic? I can stand on the flames. I imagine that's a... Oh! Okay. When they wrote Through the Fire and Flames, they were talking about this song. 7th generation for you, but you still have the 2600. Well, that's the thing that's great about the PS3 and this era, is that this is when all that era was becoming nostalgic. So it's still... I think I may have messed this up. Oh, I definitely messed it up now. There you go. Ah. But as much as I love some of the games on the PS4, I think that generation's still kind of ongoing. think I need to do one of these. There you go. Oh, I'll get it. There was something in here, wasn't there? I'm also playing this game in honor of my friend who's currently in Disney World tonight. You guys may have seen him on the stream. In the past, Ryan is in Disney World tonight with his family. So it made me want to play this game. I know he's not watching tonight because if I was in Disney World, I wouldn't be watching YouTube right now either. I remember correctly, he starts, oops, doing something here. Let me see. So you have the launch PS3 that only has 20 gig hard drive, no wireless or card readers? Really? Oh, the 20 gig. Okay, I was going to say, I bought the 60 gig at first, and I'm like, it had all that. But I guess the 20 gig didn't. Why not? That was the first console, and that's one of the other things too. One of the reasons could be because the PS3 was the first console that I bought with my own money. Before that, anything I got was because my parents bought it. I don't know if I'm going to make it through here. Yep, I didn't think so. There's a way through there and I can't remember what it is. And Jerome says he's playing his PS3 right now. Yeah, I'm not going to go through all that again. Oh, forgot. I do have to do at least that. Oh, I think they added a reflection of flames on the water in this one. Dang it. The other thing that gets me, other than, you know, he gets hit, is how long that animation is for him getting hit. There we go. Just enough. And now, you can take the high road. That's all I need. It's gonna be close. Oh no. Oh no, I'm back to where I was, I think. That's what I need. Alright. Alright, what can I go? What can I buy? 123 I can buy. Whatever the star thing is. Yes, that was a blind leap of faith, but I kind of knew where it was going to take me. It's been 8 years since you've been to Disney. It has been close to 30 years since I've been to Disney. 1995. I was 8 years old. PS2 sports games had just enough features in your graphics to be worth it without being too difficult to play. Right? Have zero precedence for the modern sports games. Well, that's because they expect you... I kind of agree with that, Nostalgic Soul. Because they expect you to be like, this is the only game you play for a long time. So they have these long tutorial levels that just take forever. Oh, don't you dare. Darn it. I'm gonna get hit again. Go the other way. He's supposed to be cooling down. What? Okay, the hitboxes on this game are something terrible. And if you let him keep going, he'll start getting like all... Man. Yeah, I knew I was gonna die on that one. Watch the stream on your phone at Disney World. I remember that IC Pizza Boy. I guess I would say no one in their right mind would ever do that, but... Oh, that's gonna be it. See, that's what I was trying to get to last time. And you just gotta keep on it or else he'll start regaining his... There it is. See how easy that was the second time? I don't know why it's not that easy the first time. So that's the thing. I don't think I've played the PS3 very often on stream because that's all I would do. But whenever I play PlayStation games, think about the library the PlayStation 3 has. The PlayStation 5 having all these problems with not that many exclusives to make it worth it. Although I think Astrobot can kind of push that over the edge. I think if they added PS3 backwards compatibility, I mean you're pretty much there, right? But of course, why would they make it backwards compatible when they just keep charging you for more games? Yep, last July from the bus. I remember that IC Pizza Boy. You said that. That's hilarious. Like, no one in the right mind at Disney would be on their phone on YouTube, but I guess there is some downtime anywhere you go, right? Didn't know it existed till you found yours on Facebook for 25 bucks. What is that, Jet Screamer? Also found the PS3 sports games are more hard. Yes, they are, but I mean the PlayStation 2 one's like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 is probably my favorite sports game of all time. I'm trying to think. Madden 2001 was also like my first Madden on the PlayStation 2 that was really good. I'm like, oh, like you can almost mistake this from a distance from having from actually like watching a game. All right, this is where I usually end it. And here we're gonna get our next... Gosh, Mickey! I still can't find Pluto, and I've looked every which way but up. Hey, maybe you should look up this mountain. You can even use these snazzy climbing britches. And this rope. Looks like you're gonna need all the help you can get. Oh gosh, now I look like Peter Pan, haha! Is there anyone who can't do a bad Mickey Mouse impression? Oh boy! Yeah, let's come back to your Disney Springs, back to your hotel, yep. Sports are mainly hockey, is what you're saying, Beasters? I played some good hockey games. NHL 96 for Super Nintendo was actually pretty decent. Like, reminded me of like what I liked about Blades of Steel, which is also another one of my favorites. Change where you shoot with the analog stick and you just couldn't do it. Yeah, and of course golf games. Like, that's the other thing too. I love me some good golf games, right? Back to sleep you go? Oh, hey. Enjoy your nights. If I don't hear from you again, IC Pizza Boy. Dang it. Maybe it was NHL 94. I do remember the NHL game on Sega CD that I played too, when I was still doing that review. That guy takes way too many hits. So the thing that I don't like about this level is that it takes too much... It takes, too much precision in certain places to be able to get there. It's almost like you need an analog stick. Oh, jeez, but that didn't work out too well either. I don't feel like that took as many hits this time. You just ordered NHL 94 on Sega CD? Yes, and it's different than on the Genesis, and yeah, I agree. Nope. See, and that's the stuff that kills me with this level. And that's the last game over we're going to see on there. So I heard WarioWare as a suggestion for the next one we're going to do. I think I hear my laundry kind of spinning down too, so I don't want to go too far outside of it. I don't know what this guy sounds like, because he doesn't have a voiceover or anything. But this was Magical Quest, Disney's Magical Quest, starring Mickey Mouse, in honor of my friend who's at Disney World right now. So if you are watching, it'd be an hour later for him, because he's in the Eastern time zone. Are there any good hockey games on Game Boy Advance? That's what I'm playing tonight. So if you're wondering why it has this weird border, this is the Game Boy player on the GameCube, which I guess means I could also do Game Boy and Game Boy Color, but I was kind of meaning to stick to Game Boy Advance. Let's see here. Can I go to... I guess I don't have one of those. I guess I can just mute it. I've got to reset it and reload the next game, and it goes crazy if I leave it on. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's reset. Like my capture card goes crazy if I leave it on when I reset it. So you said NHL 95 is your favorite, 94 on CD, like it more than 95, so you bought it. Interesting. NHL hits on the Game Boy Advance. So I'll look for an NHL game after we do WarioWare, if I have it in here. I do have I took all the games that I have and loaded them onto my EverDrive. And I would say the EverDrive is very much worth it, especially if you have portable gaming. I have Wario Land 4. Okay, I have two of them here. I have WarioWare Inc. and WarioWare Twisted. Which one is the one I should try? Is there a Wheel of Fortune game on here? There isn't. I would have to do the regular Game Boy Wheel of Fortune on this. By the way, I guess while we're waiting on the decision for that, Beasters, okay, I see your thing in there. You may not be able to see it too well because the camera only takes up a little bit of the stream, but if you guys notice the beard, I am now 10 days into No Shave November, which is about a third of the way, so hopefully I don't go crazy. And some of you may know the story, some of you may not. I'll tell you the story as I play through WarioWare. It looks like Twisted has motion controls, that's right. So let's start the capture, let's start the game, and I guess I could have turned that back on. Yeah, I remember picking up the WarioWare games because of, he's picking his nose, because I like Wario, but I remember playing it going, what is this game supposed to be? Like, that was my whole thing. So, I always love this on older consoles when they show pictures of the console or the game box or something like that in there. Like Super Mario All-Stars, showing the box art for each game beforehand was awesome, I thought. To me, it's kind of nostalgic. Icy Beats Boy says, you have not shaved since last July. So since Disney? Or since this July? Or is that this year? So that's crazy, is my memory always blends up like names, dates, and locations. And I always like to tell people that, I'm like, I used to teach U.S. history, and I was the U.S. history teacher that can't remember names, dates, or locations. And now I'm the tech person who can't remember names, dates, and locations.
Hello? Oh, yeah.
I don't know why my camera always wants to start out way brighter than it needs to be. It's something about the autofocus on it. But anyway, so the beard is here because about 1.5 weeks before the Disney trip. Nice. So yeah, I started growing the beard in honor of my dad, who is thankfully still with us. And I don't know if I don't do it every year, but I did it last year. So this is 2 years in a row, which is odd for me. Mainly because it's kind of a pain for me to grow a beard. Because with sleep apnea, I have a mask that I have to wear that does not seal well, so I won't get good sleep for the rest of this month. But yeah, I grow the beard No Shave November to raise awareness about men's cancer issues because of my dad, who was diagnosed in a very strange way with thyroid cancer. Usually when you're diagnosed with thyroid cancer, it's because you've been diagnosed with brain cancer. Because the thyroid's so close to the brain and the brainstem that by the time they have a chance to figure out what it is, it's usually in the brain already, which is not good. But for my dad, they did not discover he had thyroid cancer until after they removed his thyroid. So he didn't have, and it was only localized to that. He got cancer screenings. He still gets screened at least once a year for all the cancers, things like that. So thankfully, he didn't have to go through chemo or anything, because, you know, I can't remember how long ago it was. I'm going to say maybe 5 years before he got it removed. He went to the doctor and he found out through some chain of events that his thyroid was only working at about 10% of what it should be. So, I mean, he was probably dragging... The thyroid controls everything in your body. And I'm not an expert, but it's definitely important. And so they put him on some like synthetic hormones and things like that to take over what his thyroid was doing. And they gave him another medication to make his thyroid basically stop working so it wouldn't interfere with the medication. They don't want to take it out unless they have to. And what they think happened is, in the time that he was taking the thyroid medication, that the medication that was making his thyroid stop working was probably blood starving the tumor, and that's what saved his life. So it's very, very much a personal thing to me why I grow the beard. And this year, another person who you may have seen on the channel is my mother. She was diagnosed with cancer as well, and I should know. Oh yeah, it's lung cancer. It's a specific type of lung cancer. But unfortunately, they didn't notice it till after it already spread, so it's the exact opposite of my dad. They found it in her bones, and this was back in March. And I don't think I've ever talked about this on stream. I've said it to Patreon subscribers, so people know one of the reasons why I haven't been producing videos as much as I should is I've been over at my parents' house helping my mom out and things like that. She's been diagnosed, and her diagnosis is terminal. But, and again, thankfully, and this is going to come up on my Thanksgiving stream as well, she is got the best possible treatment that she could get. So she is actually doing quite well for being diagnosed for terminal cancer. She went from having they wouldn't give her a time frame for how long she had left to live. And so that was making us really concerned. And now they're saying she could live another 10, 15 years. So we went from it could have been months, maybe weeks, to she could have 10 years left. So we're very thankful for that as well. And I know I wanted to specifically thank people who I've been talking to about Patreon about that. But that's the reason why I'm growing the beard this month. I know it's usually for men's health issues, but I'm also doing it this year because of my mom. I usually don't do it 2 years in a row. I usually do it every other year. So that's the beard. Long, sad story about it, but thanks for indulging me with that. I am going to take a quick break to use the restroom on that note. If you have any other Game Boy Advance games, I'm going to look for the NHL one after I get on WarioWare. But we're going to play WarioWare when I get back. If you have any other Game Boy Advance games you want me to try on stream, please let me know in the chat. And if you have any other stories you guys would like to share, either related to mine or not, please do so, and I will be right back. Whew. A quick break there. Catching up on chat. Nostalgic Soul asks, I teach high school? Yes, I do. I started out, about 14 years ago as a high school history teacher. And I taught that for 3 years in person. And then, due to declining student enrollment, I was let go and quickly rehired to be... They thought I was teaching history so well that they're like, hey, would you like to be our tech guy? So, I mean, I guess they thought I had a knack for it, and I've been in the tech department ever since. But in 2020... I'm sorry, from 2015 to 2023, I taught high school history online for a different school while I was a tech person. And then in 2020, as I say, as teachers were fleeing from the classroom because of all this craziness going on that year, I stepped back in to help start teaching technology classes. So it's kind of an interesting... Yeah, it's an interesting turn of events, and now I'm actually, next semester, I've been teaching just 1 hour a day for computer hardware and computer software, basically helping high school kids get their CompTIA A+ tech certifications before they leave high school, which is an awesome program. I'm proud of it, but I'm also proud of the kids that we have going through it, and the awesome students that have an outlet for something that they have a very big passion for, and now have a career trajectory or college trajectory for the same thing. So absolutely having a blast doing that. And then next semester I'm sorry, let's go back. And last semester, spring of 2024, there we go, I taught for the first time. I didn't know if I'd be able to do it, but I was encouraged to do so. I taught Python programming to college students, and I really enjoyed doing that, and apparently I did a good enough job because they've asked me to do it again next year, but also because I've been teaching programming in there. Another teacher retired out of our high school, and my high school now wants me to teach Python programming to our students as well, so I'm going to be taking that, so I'll be teaching two classes a day now next semester. Hopefully that's, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you have a lot of prep to do for those two things, it could add up. Plus my other full-time job. Plus I also coach Scholastic Bowl, which is ramping up. And I'm also one of our school's esports coaches. So been really happy to do all that. It keeps me busy for sure. But of course, on top of it, with my mom's diagnosis and helping my parents out a lot this year, and of course, I mean, it's been a rough couple of years in terms of like personal time and things like that. So when people ask me, hey, how come no videos? I'm like, I'm working. It's just really, really slow. It's working on videos and streaming and things like that that is what I do in my free time. But that is almost, what you're seeing right now is almost the full extent of the free time I have to do this stuff. So, yeah, I'll get back to it when things calm down, but we'll have to see when it happens. But yeah, haven't played this since about 2010. Interesting. Beasters also shared, thank you for sharing that, Beasters. Said your uncle had a blood sample taken by his wife for some weird vitamins or some stuff. Don't know. She noticed his blood looked very different than anything she had seen. That's how they discovered that he had cancer. That is a very interesting story, Beasters. Kind of interesting to hear that. Very sorry to hear that. Hey, Retrograde87, welcome to the stream. Yep, so yes, I appreciate that. He says, Retrograde says, I'm so sorry to hear about your mother, Tyler. My biggest fear is your own mother's health failing. I couldn't imagine life without her. That's... Oh, okay, now, see, I started tearing up beforehand. It's kind of weird. I'm like, I realized I just buried my soul out there and said, we'll be right back. And that's kind of the reason why I started getting very much... I get emotional about it because, yeah, it's... When you don't think about your own parents getting older and getting more frail. But I've seen it twice. Once was my dad's diagnosis was literally as I left high school. So, and he also went back to college afterwards, I think, because of it. I think he had a regret of not going to college and everything like that. So my dad and I graduated college together. He went to the same junior college I went to, and we both transferred to the same four-year college when we got done with it. And he got his degree in business administration. I got my degree in high school history, secondary ed. So I mean, there's been a lot. The way that I describe it is, there's a quote from an old Jimmy Buffett song. Again, one of my dad's favorite artists, which is why I kind of think of it. You know, some of it's magic, some of it's tragic, but I've had a good life all the way. I'd really like to be like that would be my epitaph, and thinking of that. So, it's really, I don't have anything to complain about, is what I'm saying. And yes, there's going to be tragedy in life, and there's going to be things like that. But I look at it as I've had, like, the last 20 years for my dad has been by sheer, you can call it luck. My dad credits a lot to God and his faith. So I mean, that's just what you got to look at, right? But yes, I agree, Retrograde. It'll be hard to imagine life without. Less pressure than teaching academic classes? A bit, actually. Because social studies, though, and history didn't really have the pressure of like teaching like math or reading or science even. Because they're not like the tested subject, but that also means like you have to justify why you're teaching what you're teaching. It seems a lot less necessary to students, sometimes parents, sometimes administration. So I mean, it's a lot less of an uphill battle. Like, I've been encouraged to go into this, and I was like asked, hey, do you want to teach this stuff? And I kept thinking I would love to get back into the classroom, at least for a little bit. I wouldn't give up the job I do full time, but I really like teaching. I really like that's what I wanted to do since I was in kindergarten, because I loved helping others. I love seeing other people learn. I love helping people figure out. And I hope, especially last year, I had 2 kids who we hired, and they worked with us for the last, they worked with us throughout half the day. So we had a student work with us in the morning for 3 hours, and we had a student work with us in the afternoon for 3 hours. And so they got work experience along with learning tech as they did it. That's the first year we've done that. And I think for both of them, I think I trained 2 people beyond my own like skill base. I mean, better than I'm going to do it. They're going to go out into the field and the world better than me, and nothing gives me greater pleasure than that. So, alright, Larry Undead Gaming. You're going to go to timeout in that one. So that's going to show up in the stream for a little bit. You taught tech to elementary kids for 7 years in Solid School. That's awesome. Love to get back in the classroom. Nice. And we have another one. Assuming you guys are just bots.
Hello? Oh, yeah.
See what happens with that. I love interacting with people, less so with bots, right? Right. I'm just trying to get that off of my chat that's fed into the video, because yeah, that is the kind of stuff too that YouTube just sees, and there's like, or even Twitch, and they'll be like, you're banned, or you got a strike because of hate speech on your channel. Like, a bot literally chatted on my video. I'm like, oh, you have to control that better, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I don't know what I typed there at the end. Lul? Losers with no life. Hit the nail on the head, Nostalgic Soul. So, alright. Again, love chatting with you guys. If you guys have anything else on here. Ooh, should I do player 1? I don't even think I have enough room for that. But let's at least try PLA. Oops, where's L? You know what I also think too? If those aren't bots, if those are actual people. Oh, now we have even more coming. Alright. Permanent ban. Let's see what else we got going. I have to hide that chat box so it doesn't get me in trouble, but the rest of these are going to be fine. Is this Attack of the Bots tonight? I do have a set where you have to subscribe to do that, so I'm so glad that we have so many bots subscribed to the channel. Alright. Okay. Again, I haven't played this before, so I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. What? You know what's interesting is YouTube has no recourse for this. Speed up. Oh, I missed that. Attack, eh? Oh, you only got one shot? I don't know what I was supposed to do there. Got him. Oh, that was so fast. Yeah, Jerome, I'm wondering that myself. There it is again. All right. Hey, with great success always comes more things, right? Let's see if I can do that. All right. See what else we got. Yeah. I guess that's all I need to do there. I thought I had to hit the balls, but it said flee. Ah. I was the spotlight, not the thing. Okay. Oh? Did I win something? Getting Windows XP vibes from this thing.
Bet. Good morning. Good baby. Come on, DJ. Wow.
Jerome, that's a great question. I said, why would anybody do this? I don't understand it. The thing is, I don't even know if it's people or if it's just, like I said, program bots. Who the heck knows? Looking for a motive in crime is not something I always waste my time with. Just something you gotta deal with. I've been dealing with a lot of claims to things on my videos, too, of things I actually have license to. That's a real big pain as well. Yeah, I said that's just terrible, though. What an awful thing to do. Exactly, right? What I thought was interesting is I thought I had it on, and maybe I can test this now. Oh yeah, Nostalgia Soul, that is Pac-Man behind me. From the movie Pixels. And that is a real poster that came from a movie theater. My friend got that for me a while back, so thought it would look great in the game room. And then the sign above me that's also like flashing letters is from an arcade. I won that in an arcade. So it's probably the same people who are targeting the channel because of I've gotten like at least 15 claims to a royalty-free song that I use in the past 2.5 years. All of a sudden this week I've just been starting to get bombarded with video cannot be monetized because it's using copyrighted content when it's Creative Commons. So I was gonna ask about the sign too. Yeah, that's that's how long have I had the sign, do you think, for people who've been watching me for a little while? Thought it's been a little bit longer. I'm trying to find my moderator settings here. So that's general, channel, advanced settings. It's weird to do this while I'm on stream, right? Good deal. Community, there we go. Channel guidelines. Hold potentially inappropriate chat messages. That's not working. Yeah, I guess the only thing I can do is stop that from happening. I thought there was something that says if someone does like 3 chat messages in under 30 seconds, then you can just pause them. Yeah, Nintendo's been going after some YouTubers or streamers from showing emulated games on their consoles they're reviewing. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I always use original hardware for that's one of the reasons why not. The sign is awesome and the lights are cool. It makes it fun. Oh yeah, I put the Christmas lights up first for a Christmas a couple years, like 3 years ago, and I just left them up. I'm like, because it makes the background look a little bit more interactive, right? Except for I did realize on YouTube you can't see them as well because the camera keeps shifting.
Oh yeah.
And that poster's cool. My goodness, there must not be many of those around. Yeah, well, I'm sure they didn't like. People didn't find that movie good at first. And my theory is it's going to become like a cult classic amongst gamers. But I liked it when it first came out. I have no idea what I'm watching.
Good morning.
Flip cell phone. Oh my, I don't even know how I was supposed to do that.
Oh yeah.
What?
Hey, DJ. Oh yeah. Hey, come on.
Okay.
Come on. Ooh, baby.
Oh my, I don't know if I can handle a quicker speed here.
Hey, hey. Oh yeah.
Oh. I said the same thing he did. Did I have to move? I thought I had to press a button. Defend.
Hey, hey. Oh yeah.
Oh, finish. I think I was supposed to go around it, and that's the end of it. So I didn't pass. Game over. Oh yeah, Ready Player One. So I don't have a poster for that one, but I think I was gonna get one of those eventually. My friend stopped working at a theater after when that movie came out, so I didn't really get to it. We're gonna retry this, obviously. You leave Christmas lights up too, at least some of them. Yeah, well that's the thing. This is the only place I decorate for Christmas now. I used to decorate the whole house, but no one else in my neighborhood does. So I was tired of being the only one that did. So I just don't worry about it anymore.
Oh yeah.
Because it's just for me. If I had kids or something like that, I'd probably decorate the whole house a bit more, but good for you guys. Oh, man, I really made that fall.
Hey. Hey.
Oh, barely made that before the bomb went off.
Oh, come on.
Alright, let's see what I can do here. Got it. Oh, Joysticks movie poster?
Hey, come on.
I don't know if I've seen that one, actually. The Wiz would be a good one to get, too, right?
Hey, DJ. Oh yeah. Come on. DJ. Oh yeah.
Boy, I haven't hurdled that time. Speed up.
Oh, Rodney.
Oh, no.
No. No.
Oh,
Wow.
boss stage. Oh, no. Knockout. Do I move? Whew. Okay. That was close. Did I win? Maybe. The Wizard, yep. Joysticks like in Porky's in the arcade. Movie's okay too. This is an interesting game to grind through for sure. All these little mini games and trying to figure it out as you go. I don't know who Jimmy is, but I guess that's who I've been playing as for this time. I guess what other video game movies are... I mean, I could get the Super Mario Brothers movie and Sonic the Hedgehog. Those came in there. You did it. You're moving on to the next three, man. I could get, like, the 93 Super Mario Brothers 3 movie. If Nintendo even wants to acknowledge that movie exists. I don't know when you get to unlock the kid with the Game Boy, but those are the best mini games. Is that Ness? There's Mona, Dribble, and 9 volt. I'm assuming I'm the old school grade schooler. I've got a mad mix of tunes and classic Nintendo vids for you. I'll spin the tunes. You clear 15 of your games. Play these bits of history. Oh, okay, we're gonna do this one. You said these are the best ones? So this is the kid? Okay. Diamond Elementary. Nintendo comes up with some really strange games, but this is also something I couldn't imagine. Like the thought process of coming up with. They probably came up with these neat concept ideas and then put WarioWare around it.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Kinda reminds me of Rhythm Heaven Fever. Oh. Plopping it in one of the games. Nice. A game appears. Shoot. That's awesome. Dodge. You failed a game. A game appears. Nice. Okay, this could be all this game had to be. Oh, sheesh. Put you right into F-Zero. Oh! Oh, I almost got him. You've taken damage. Well, that didn't go as well as I thought. Speed increased. Okay. Oh! Didn't even know that's where I was supposed to shoot him. Oh my gosh! I wasn't expecting to see a reference to Mario Paint. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Okay. Oh, I didn't fire quick enough. Missed him. Virtual Boy? There's a Virtual Boy reference in there? Holy cow. Love this part, played it a million times. Had no idea that was a reference to Mario Paint. You never had it? Oh yeah. I recognized every single one of those references. Because I've played almost all those games. So, Duck Hunt. Donkey Kong. F-Zero. And that's Pokemon, but I've never played Pokemon. This is like what they did with NES Remix, isn't it? Oh, he started walking away. Oh, okay. I forgot how to play that balloon game. Okay. Rob the robots. Probably Gyromite. Mario Paint. I think they called that Coffee Break was the game. One of those things where you can't like scratch your face or sneeze or cough, because otherwise you're gonna end up dying. Okay, so just spam the fire button on that one. Oh. I didn't even realize that they were doing the actual thing. Down to 1 HP. A boss game appears. Only got one shot. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay. Oh, that was quick. Oh no. Oh, it disappears? Thanks for that. Come on. Oh! Almost had it. I almost had it. By one shot. Oh, gonna try that again, obviously. I mean, this is all I needed to play in this game, to be honest, for stream. Okay, beat that one. Problem is, now I want to play all these games. Oh, I didn't think I was going to make it that time. That was like Nintendo's first game right there, by the way. It's like the original Wild Gunman. Oh, got him that time. That's the first time I actually beat that one. And that's Wild Gunman from Back to the Future. Okay. I think I'm gonna win this one. This is the game I don't recognize at all. Oh, how'd I miss that one? Two more. The fact that it disappears really messes with me. There we go, got it. Thank goodness. You failed that game. I do like how it says that every time. Oh. Okay, that one was fun. I like that. This just in. Need a SNES mouse so you can play Mario Paint. Have that Super Famicom mouse with the game, and oh yeah, they do have a Mario and Wario exclusive for that too. Yep. So that's interesting. I don't have my Super Nintendo hooked up, but I could get it hooked up eventually, and maybe next time I can do some Mario Paint on stream. If I had to guess, that might be the console I've streamed the most. The Sega Genesis was a while. I did the TurboGrafx a while back. I always thought the racing was a Grand Prix reference on the 2600, but maybe Nintendo had a racer on some Pong unit. So that racing game, I mean, there was a lot of games that had that same style, but I think there was an arcade racing game that had that. All that was Nintendo references, so I'm assuming top 1, 15. So yeah, that one was fun. I like that one. Oh, what's this? Oh, you can do 2-player, huh? With the link cable? So that one was worth it. I like that one. Good suggestion. Alright, should I switch over and try, keep doing this? Or do you want me to go to an NHL game? That was what was suggested next. Oh, if I keep playing 9 volt, there's more, I think? Oh, okay. So, another round through that one? Remember some other retro stuff, but don't know how you unlocked it. It could be that maybe you encounter this one again later on.
Ready? Bucket?
There was one you were hoping would pop up, but it didn't? Okay. We'll have to see.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh! Okay, that one was new. Famicom keyboard.
Fire! Okay.
Hey, Kevin, welcome to the stream. And Montress. You missed the bots. Although they could return. Before I knew there were bots, I had to, I did let them go for a half hour, so they may come back.
Nice. You got it?
That was new.
No.
Ah, missed it. We did pretty good at that one, and Wild Gunman. Oh, okay. I was like, what do I have to do there? Nintendo making shooting games? Interesting. I do like the Metroid one. How was I supposed to win with that one? Yeah. Same boss? Yep. Same boss every time. Yeah. Too quick for me. What? Can it go under? One. Alright, won that one again. 1 HP restored. Play one. Want to give it a try? Give what a try? Oh, I leveled up. Oh my. Oh, thank goodness. I was about not to. I was trying to change the orientation of the piece. Why?
Okay.
What? That thing was clearly in there. I don't know how to play that one. But you're right, there are more games. Oh. That was interesting. Are you going with NHL? Did look like a 2600 racing game. Not saying it was, yeah. I was going to ask you what NHL is best on the PlayStation 3. Don't have one yet? I mean, I don't know. Any of the EA Sports ones, I guess? I don't really remember them too often, to be honest. I think I'm going to try this again, though. And then we'll do NHL. I've been streaming for an hour and a half. Uh-oh, this is quicker than I thought. Oh. SNES, that was a Super Nintendo Zapper game. eye is really burning for some reason. Dang allergies. Dang daylight savings time. Yeah, the Game & Watch game. The problem is I don't know how to play that Game & Watch game. You have a lot bigger advantage if you played the games before. Nine? As I say, I just beat it. Why is it still going? You dodge the falling tools. I thought I had to grab it. Oh no.
You got it.
I thought I wasn't going to get it. I don't know how that would get harder. But maybe I don't want to know. Got it. Getting better at these. You sure the Rob one gets much harder? They probably will give you one ring. Alright, boss level. And I didn't lose any lives getting here. Probably gonna fail this one then. Already with the vanishing balls. I'm not much better at baseball in real life either, to be if I'm being honest. Ah! Alright. You failed that game. Level up. Yes. Is this 15 more games? E. That is harder. Okay, that one is off. I've taken damage. Okay. Speed increased. I don't know if I can handle this. Oh! Yeah, that one does get harder. Oh, you have to shoot two of them? I think I barely do one. Oh! Barely got that one. I don't know if I'm going to survive much longer. I would not have survived that had that not been the bad guy in the middle. Get blue. Good. Good. That wasn't it. That's it. I don't think I'm going to get much better at this point in time, but 27 points, getting a little bit better each time. This mini game is bigger than it looks. Looks there's a lot to know. There's a lot to it now. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, the Ice Climber is the one you hated the most. I don't know how to play the Ice Climber one. I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. It says grab it. But I don't know if I have to go to him or whatever. It doesn't give me enough time to learn it, and it doesn't show up often enough for me to learn it. What are these other ones? Dribble and Mona? Well, I said I was going to look at the NHL after that, so... It's been about an hour since I started that one, so let's go ahead and swap over to the next one. Yes, the controls in Ice Climber are bad to begin with. I agree with that one. Alright, let's go ahead and reset. You should be able to hear the Game Boy thing going. Let's see what we got for NHL on here. Because I know I have one, I just don't know which one it is. We also have some Final Fantasy games on here. I could end with that. Apparently we have some Mega Man games on here too. I have NFL Blitz, NHL. I have NHL 2002, and NHL Hits. I think the Hits one is probably the better one out of that. I don't know. Let's try this one. I mean, these games aren't expensive. Oh, backyard hockey? I didn't even think about that if I have that. Midway, I think, is a little bit better than EA Sports. What do you think? Yeah, Beasters is going with Hits as well. Definitely an exhibition game. What are my options here? Yes, rookie. That's fine. Penalty is on. Stamina on. Oh, this looks fine. Let's go with auto. Mercy rule on. I thought it was going to be an on or off. Alright. I mean, I remember playing this maybe on the GameCube. I can't remember what this came out on. Home or away? Let's go. Oh, we'll always be the home team. Now the question is, who do I play as? We got Boston. You know, I'll have to go with Chicago. Although, actually... yeah, that's got better stats. I'm just going with defaults here. 2003 Detroit was really good. Oh, we've got somewhat polygonal figures. Did I just hit that guy? Oh, that was a shot, and I meant to... Ooh, another shot from half court. I should stop. Oh. That's right. Oh, I thought I had it. Can I high stick? Thank goodness. It seems like the goalie's on automatic. I like tabletop hockey better. Oops. What? Oh, I meant to pass to myself. Come on. Pass. 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 I had the feeling they're going to be first. This actually isn't bad, but I'm having a hard time mastering controls for reals. Oh. Okay, that button replays. So does that one. So the shoulder buttons are just replay. Oh, come on. Oh. I thought I had it with that last one. Oh, there's a penalty. Probably high stick someone. It's not terrible. Boom, shakalaka, yep. When you approach the net offensively, pass it back to your other player and then shoot? Okay. Oh, I forgot I have stamina on. I mean, he's doing pretty good still, so let's... Come on. Is there a way I can manually switch players?
Pass back.
Oh, I missed it.
Denied. Passes across. Save. Pass back.
And the fact there's only 3 players per team also kind of simplifies things a bit.
Passes across. There's the one stop.
Oh, we're on the backboards.
Moved up. Pass back.
Okay, come on.
Denied.
Ah! I was just like a second away from passing. That's about how I do on all these sports games.
We score.
Yeah, I don't know if Chicago had any good players back then either. What?
Stop. Moved up.
It's like he tried to pass.
Denied. Passes across. Pass back.
Oh, I thought I had it.
Moved up.
I guess that's something people aren't usually too... Darn it.
Passes across. Denied. Boom, baby. Passes across.
Can you get into a fight in this game?
Denied. Knocked down hard.
I tried to pass.
Moved up. Pass back. Save.
My goal is just to now... Come on. Oh. Well, I guess if I tackle the goalie, that's not good, is it?
Passes across. Save. Denied. Shoot.
Oh, I
Denied.
bounced it off the goalpost.
Passes across. Boom, baby.
Boom, baby!
Good hit.
Okay, I literally just assaulted their goalie, so...
Stay tuned. We'll be right back. And now back to the action.
My goalie is winning this game for us, by the way.
Passes across. Denied. Passes across. Denied. Stop.
So how come when he shoots it, it's like on fire? But when I shoot it,
Ding dong.
it's like the opposite of on fire. Look.
Ay, ay, ay. Stop.
Okay, I guess if I assault their players, they're going to assault me, aren't they? Oh.
Passes across.
You know what? Why am I not using the analog stick?
Stop.
That's why. The instant I switch over to it.
Play the replay for that. Stop. Boom, baby.
I mean, for the early 2000s, this was definitely a good game.
Good hit. Moved up. Moved up. Good hit. Moved it up. Stop.
Come on.
Pass back. Pass back. Ding dong. Save. Look what we got here.
Oh yeah, you can hit. I'm not doing any better at fighting. I like these pseudo 3D characters. Yeah, that's right, I win the fights. Are we both down a player because we got in a fight?
Denied. Denied. Moved up. Denied. Pass back.
Got goalie of the year here.
Ding dong. Good hit. Save! Ding dong!
I tried. Oh,
Moves it up. This one's
up. That's it. That's all over. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, we could do the thing that I usually do. Oh, can you not choose a side and just let the computer play the computer? Ah. Well, that's NHL hits. Alright, what else do we got on here? I do have an idea of a game I wanted to play, but what's another game I can play? Sports games are not really ones I'll like grind on for a while on here. But yeah, I like this one. Very glad I have WarioWare Inc. I'll probably play that some more as I'm going through. I mean, yeah, we have some Metroid games. We have some Castlevania games. I'd like to, you know what? I think I know what I'm gonna play next. Let's try this one. Give me a second. I'll switch over and then I'll be right back. I'm not gonna mute these both. I'm just gonna go to my BRB scene. Give me just a second. There we go. Swapped over. Anything about Ice Climber NES Classics Edition? So I did think about doing an NES Classics game, though, since I started off with a Super Nintendo Classic. This one is another one that's hid. Was this the first one that came out, or did this beat out the GameCube Mario? No, I'm sorry, N64 had a Mario Golf game. But I'm curious, did this beat the GameCube version? Mario. 2004. That's making me think that they did. It is the Game Boy Advance counterpart to Mario Golf Toadstool Tour, and this was the third game. So, Toadstool Tour came out for GameCube in 2003. This came out in 2004. One thing I find interesting is that this game, Toadstool Tour, was the last one to come out in the series for console until the Switch. That's how long we were playing that thing. And you would think with new play controls on the Wii, that one would have been this would have been a no-brainer to put on there. But again, I may have time for another one after this. Depends on how long I play. So if you do have a suggestion for a Game Boy Advance game you'd like me to try, well, let me know. Sure. Right-handed, that's fine. Sure. What's your name? Oops. E. Oh. That's as far as I got, so the same thing applies. Player 1. Or play Yeah, we'll talk again when you're a top golfer. It's kind of interesting how close that these, I guess the soundtrack is to what I remember hearing on the GameCube. Is this where they got the story elements from? Because that was one thing in the Switch version I was like, okay, it's there, but it's not really my favorite thing is the story. Side game in 2016. Purchased Metroid Prime and Wario World GameCube complete in box, including shipping, so you bought it online. Guess what you paid? So I'll let you know what I paid for them. Metroid Prime and Wario World, I didn't buy them at the same time, but I bought them from, along with this, the Wavebird controller, from GameStop when they were clearancing out their stuff, and I think Wario World was like 12 bucks. Metroid Prime was like 10 bucks, maybe less. The Wavebird controller, this was like in a pack for like $10, like in one of those little plastic bags. So I know Wario World is now more expensive. I don't know what Metroid Prime gets. I'm gonna guess 75 bucks. You said with including shipping. I don't know how far away the shipping would be. I'll say 75 bucks before shipping, and unless shipping costs another 100 bucks. Wow, so yeah, that was basically in 2016. It was still that cheap. That's kind of insane. Those went up in price as the Wii was on as the Wii U was starting to get on its way out. So I guess that makes sense around 2016. Oh yeah, and this is listed as a role-playing game. Role-playing sports game. I think is what it said on Wikipedia. You have all receipts? Oh yeah, for everything you paid online? Yep. I mean, I guess you kept it in your email, but I was thinking if eBay is where you got them from, I'm pretty sure you can still look up every transaction you've ever had on eBay. I know that they've done something similar for, whatchamacallit? Amazon. Every site tracks you. I guess it's just a matter of if you have access to how they track you. I didn't think you were all capable. I wasn't about to understand. That steel drum sound is the same as on the GameCube. And here we've just hit the 2-hour mark. I hope I'm not having to pay it. I hope this isn't a tutorial because I have not paid attention to a single line of text that this has been giving me. I have a decent memory, especially if I get a good deal on a game, I can kind of remember how much I paid for stuff. But I know, the reason why I said 10 bucks on Wario World and Metroid Prime is because I know it wasn't over $15. Everything that they were like clearancing out GameCube stuff. And this was in 2008? 2010, somewhere in there. Like it was still, it was still backwards compatible on the Wii, which made me wonder why they were clearancing this stuff out. But I mean, they were just trying to get rid of it. They had too much of it in the store, and the GameCube itself wasn't really that popular. So I guess at that time, everything was still cheap. Like Mario Sunshine, Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door, all that stuff. Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door may have been the most expensive out of the games that I got. Because I think I remember that one being like 25 bucks when I bought it. And I'm very curious, has that gone down in price now that, keep that going. Now that the remaster has come out, or the Switch version has come out? Survey says, yes it has. That thing was close to 100 bucks at one point, and now it's down to $53 according to the guide. Oh yeah. May of 2023, a complete inbox copy would run you 106 bucks. And that went down almost at the announcement of the Thousand Year Door coming to Switch. Yep. Paper Mario GameCube is doomed to not be super expensive because you have it sealed when you got a Wii. Oh, interesting. I think it'll go back up when like this generation wants to play the originals. Like, the people who are growing up with the Switch are just like, oh, a lot of these games came out on the Wii. A lot of these games come out on the Wii U and the GameCube. I bet you they're gonna want to go back and experience it. I'm talking about the hardcore ones. And the reason why it'll get expensive is because, number one, it's Nintendo, but number two, there will be more people who want to play them than the demand. Like, these games are just getting older, and I know people who have thrown away their GameCube stuff. I'm not saying that would happen now, but I mean, the supply is only getting less. Unless they do, like, reprints of games, which, I mean, I don't ever see Nintendo authorizing their games to be reprinted from way back then, but you never know. Maybe they'll come out with, like, an Omni system that's... and they'll only do, like, 100,000 versions of that console. And they're like, any disc system we've ever played can be played on this system, and... or Analog will come out with it, maybe. They'll come out with their own version of the Wii. Because they're coming out with the... oh, what are they calling it? The Analog 64? Is that what they're calling it? That's a lot of dialogue for this, by the way. That's nice you have a sealed copy. All the copies of games that I bought from back then were all used. I don't... in between, like, 2005 and 2010, I'm trying to think of all the games I bought that were brand new. One of them I know for sure was one of the only midnight releases I ever went to. And that was Star Wars The Force Unleashed, and I got it for PlayStation 3. And my friend Ryan and I both went to GameStop after work at midnight to go pick it up. I came home and I played it for like 4 hours and then got 2 hours of sleep and then went to school the next day. Because I think for some reason they did it on a Thursday night, not for Friday. So I still had school the following day. College is what I would have been in. And his copy, I don't think he ever opened. He went home, went to sleep, and then forgot he had it. I don't think he forgot he had it. He just never, ever once opened it and played it. And I told him, you are missing out, because that game was... oh, can I move now? Okay. Just so don't get all depressed. That's what I needed to hear. Okay, I can run. Can I go to the course and play now? Yes, this is reminding me a lot of that. Do I need to buy clubs first? You should get going. Someone's looking for me. Is that her? Okay, I'd like to be able to play the... hey, some girl is looking for you. You better get going. This is, I mean, whoever thought role-playing game for golf games. You have Sonic Heroes, Paper Mario, and Mario Sunshine sealed from Boxing Day, the year the Wii came out, in the bargain bins. That would have been nice. I never even thought about doing that, but it would have been cheaper for me to grab them used. So that's just what I did. I always went for whatever was cheaper. And there were some times I did buy games that didn't have cases, specifically because they were cheaper, but I've since sold those off in garage sales, or I bought the cases for them or one with the case. I changed my philosophy on that a bit more. If you're heading to that upper area, let us know. Tell you a bit about the people in there. Those are champs. Here's someone called Champ. That means they're a club champion. That makes sense. Putts. Okay. Grace. Is she the one looking for me? Macho dude on the right is Tiny. And the electrical guy is Gene. I just gotta tell you. Only Gene is a current champ. He won the links. Okay. Nope, I didn't get all that, but I got that. Hey Chris, welcome to the stream. Okay, so that's not who I need to talk to. I got Mario's faces on the door. What is my favorite light gun NES game? It's gonna sound like a cop-out, but it is Duck Hunt. That's all you need. You don't need any other game for that thing. Now, if it's not Duck Hunt, another one I like, Hogan's Alley was good. And, it's another Nintendo one. Oh, what's the one where you play as a guy where you have the platformer? I want to say it's one of my favorite, but it's definitely one of the most unique. I'm like, who would have thought to have a platform game that you have to jump by shooting? There's stuff underneath here. This is the locker room. Am I in the right locker room? Okay. Interesting. Gumshoe. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, that one's pretty neat. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it is a neat game. I did find myself trying to get better at it. So I can go in either locker room and no one says a word to me. I've talked to everybody in here. Can I leave now? Nope. Is it? Okay. I got a bottle of booze. Interesting. So I'm taking a performance-enhancing drug now. This is really strange because I feel like I'm playing like a Zelda or Final Fantasy title, but this is golf. I may have to look up what I'm supposed to be doing here because I have no idea how to get to the how to get out of there. I can't find the girl who they want me to talk to. That game is why people think you can shoot the dog in Duck Hunt. They're not. Oh, really? You can shoot the dog in trick shooting? Oh no, it's Diddy's Crown. I guess he forgot it. This is Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. I've been wanting to play this. I'd rather be playing that now at this point. Didn't find anything. Bob-omb's alarm clock. Looks like it's about to go off. Ah, Invitation to Peach's Castle. That's expired. Yes, trick shooting is a first-party NES game. Yep. Well, you can actually see yourself in that mirror. Isn't that something? That's why I said I'm supposed to be golfing, but I can't figure out how to get there. Bowser Jr. dropped his bandana, but it looks cleaned and starched. Didn't see what's in that one. Pair of blue overalls. Wonder who they belong to. Klepto must have dropped his bone. Lakitu's glasses. Yep, Barker Bill's Trick Shooting. That was one of your favorite original NES games? Really? I liked it, but I mean, I played it much later, is what I'll say, after I had access to the full NES library. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up a guide. I can't figure out how to get out of here. This is something, by the way, that usually tells me in an RPG that I'm not gonna like. Hey, some girly looking for you. Mario Golf. Advance. Is that advanced or advance? Yeah. Okay, so here's a tutorial. The video says all that talking and I don't listen. Oh my, they got out of the clubhouse pretty easily. Okay, there's the drink. Oh, I'm trying to go out the wrong way. There's a door right there. See, this is the kind of stuff that gets me stuck. All I needed to do was go up, and there was no way I was going to figure that out on my own. Christmas in 1990, you got NES, and Ninja Turtles, Batman, those are two good ones. Mario Duck Hunt, Double Dragon, and Trick Shooting. Did you already forget what Bud told you? Yes. I knew it. He was going to be doing the room assignments to everyone. Since you weren't assigned a room, did you know that club security is after me? Ah, don't worry. I'm just joking. No need to apologize to Bud. A room is waiting for you. Okay. We'll be staying in that lounge across from the clubhouse. I know when we got ours, our system had... It was probably in 1990, if I had to guess. Our system had the Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt and World Class Track Meet. This is the Caddy Masters booth. Come here to check in before heading out to play around. We also need to come here to register to play in tourneys. Come on, let's hurry ahead. This is the way to the first hole. There we go. I cannot wait to play a bit and see how the course is laid out. That's what I want to do. Oh, they're giving me a tour. To the Earth is cool, but my goodness, I can't get far in that game at all. That's the one I was going to say. I'm like, the hardest game I had played up with the NES Light Zapper is To the Earth. It's a neat game, but oh my gosh, is that game hard. Pros are used to the spot because they all wear sunglasses. That's nice to know. Is this where we're staying? This is the lodge, yep. Ooh, that's a good question. Are there any Famicom exclusive light gun games? It's a great question. I think the only thing that might be exclusive, Famicom exclusive games, light gun. I think that the only one that may be there might be is one that became a compilation. Yeah, I think there's actually... Yeah, that's actually right. I'm getting this confirmed from Reddit. I don't believe there is. There are more light gun games released in the US than on the Famicom. I remember looking that up once. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but my memory says that there are more Zapper games in the US and no exclusives to Famicom. I think it's like Duck Hunt, the original like 3 that came out. Wild Gunman, Hogan's Alley, and Duck Hunt, I think are the ones... Okay, Chris is chiming in with The least favorite one for you are Hogan's Alley and Shooting Range by Bandai. Oh, you believe there is? The one where you use the machine gun zapper, the hyper shot. Oh, I've never heard of that. So maybe that didn't come up in my research. Alright. Is it time to golf? I should have saved. Yes. Like I have those symbols for that. Alright. So now we get to go to our first course. This is the problem I had with the start of the Switch game as well. What's this? Okay. I think we're about ready. Gaming Historian covered that? Ooh, I like the Mode 7 style 3D effect there. So this is what the graphics look like. This is what I wanted to know because I don't think I've ever tried playing this on here. Can I play it? There we go. That's what I want to do. I wanted to switch. Come on, get on the green, don't go over. And it went over. The last time I undershot it so much. That's going to overshoot it again, isn't it? Yep. Okay, getting used to it. It's the same controls, it's just harder to... My goodness. They don't zoom in at all.
Whoops.
Yeah. Space Shadow and Hypershot by Bandai on Google. Alright. The Nintendo Machine Gun. Famicom's Hyper Light Shotgun. So that wouldn't be the Zapper, though. If I'm right. That's a completely different gun, is that right?
Nice shot.
There we go. About time we get one. I mean, this is kind of neat. Obviously, if I had since I had the GameCube hooked up, I'd rather be playing Toadstool Tour. That flies right past it. I would rather have a first-person view of the green, if I could. There we go. Got par. No, it uses a light gun, so basically it's a zapper. Well, right, but I was thinking that, like, can it be used with a zapper? Do you have to use their... Is there something unique about their zapper that you have to use as opposed to the Nintendo zapper? Oh, I was gonna get on the green. Oh, I was gonna get a pin shot. Nice. I've got putting down. If I can just get it on the green quicker. Oh, you can only use the machine gun. Okay, so yeah, that's what I thought. So, in terms of what I had researched before, but that I'm surprised I remembered that, to be quite honest. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a terrible course. Alright. Like, I like this view. Then it zooms out to this thing. This would be incredibly hard to see on a Game Boy Advance display, though.
Nice shot.
What do you think? Can I get it in? I think that's two. Oh no, there's the bunker. Oh, right over the pin. On the green, though. Ooh, nice. Not quite sure if that's telling me where it will go or where it can go. Just barely missed. Famicom machine gun is like Rambo-style stuff. Wow, awesome, yep. Yeah, maybe that's something I should, Oh. You totally love this drone? Nice, thank you. Yeah, I'm not opposed to this. I think I had played this in the past, but I could not remember what... I don't remember the text for sure, and I definitely don't remember the graphics that this has. Not sure I would prefer this to, but this could have been done on the Super Nintendo is what this is telling me. Not sure I prefer this to the GameCube graphics, but it's still pretty good. You wish you knew that existed years ago? Yep. The NES has some questionable third-party accessories. That was back when, I mean, everyone was making stuff for the NES. Oh, look at that. Right next to the... Nice on. This is a birdie putt. Is this going to be my first birdie? Or am I going to choke? I'm going to choke. Oh, I made it! You have the NES Zoomer, which is like a steering wheel. You gotta play Rad Racer style. Nice. As far as you know, Space Shadow is the only compatible game with that Hyper Shot. Interesting. Not a flight controller. See, I still find games like this impressive. Alright. That seems too much, but maybe I can... Oh. That was too much. That was also too much. This is a par shot? Yep. Not enough. Not enough mustard on that one. Dang it, there goes my birdie.
Whoops.
Yeah, does anyone else keep getting disconnected from chat? That's what I said. I'm like having a whole bunch of issues the whole night. I don't know if it's because of the issues that we had earlier in the stream or not. The digitized voices sound great. I mean, like, this whole thing is, I'm really enjoying. Ooh, I made it over the trees. Here I was trying to hold back. I still got pretty close. Birdie putt. Don't choke. That seems like a little much. Just enough mustard. Only golf game you had as a kid was the NES Open. I didn't even have that. I played it, but I didn't have it. We probably rented it a while back. The one that I had, the first golf game I remember playing, if I remember correctly, is Microsoft Golf. What's the wind doing? Nothing? That's too much. So hold back. Come on, make it. Come on, make it. Nice on. There we go. No, not enough mustard. That's a bit much, but it'll still make it. Perfect. I guess it was raining too, so I didn't take that into account. It probably slowed down the ball. Oh, Chris says you must be good at golf games. You got a birdie every time. No, my record shows I got 2 birdies, 2 bogeys, so I'm even so far. But yeah, I love playing golf games. Ever since Microsoft Golf, I kind of fell in love with them for video games. I don't remember playing any of the golf games on the Super Nintendo, but if I would have known they existed, I definitely would have tried it. Especially like the EA Sports ones were kind of like Microsoft Golf. And then the Neo Geo one, Neo Turf Masters, that were a big tournament golf. That one's pretty awesome. Around 93 or 94, your parents said Santa has some Nintendo games, but they don't have some of the boxes. Oh, so that's the funny thing. Isn't that the joke on The Simpsons? Where he wants Bone Storm, but the video game clerk tells Marge that the game everyone wants is what was it? Something about Lee Trevino's golf, and that's like a game that they keep. Ooh, I got a divot. Oh, I could have made it in had I given it a little bit more mustard. Really? So Santa Claus has some Nintendo games that they don't have boxes? You just knew that they were gonna get a used collection? Oh, heck yeah. That would have been awesome. Garage sales have always kind of been my jam for that. So we broke even for the first half. Chris asks, have I ever played golf in real life? Yes, I enjoy playing golf in real life. I don't get to do it that often. I actually haven't done it since the pandemic. But yes, I have a set of golf clubs that have been assembled through several garage sale finds. Oh, we have the back half to do, yes. Never mind. I set a practice round, but I thought I was only going to do the front 9. So yes, I have played golf games. I've played it in real life. I'm not very good at it in real life. I like the driving range. Really love mini golf. But yes, I like regular golf too. I do not like watching golf on TV. Still, my dad has done that before, but I say if watching paint dry was something I had on TV, he'd watch that too. He'd literally watch anything. As long as it was on TV. But he doesn't watch me stream, though, so I guess he won't watch anything. I never know what they're going to require for that. Par again. Easter says it turned out it was your friend's collection. Figured it out. They must have sold his games when he got the Genesis. Ah, that makes sense. That's what I said too. The fact that my childhood NES collection has survived all the garage sales my parents had, because they like getting stuff from garage sales, and they liked having garage sales so they can get more stuff from garage sales. So they were, yeah. It's only because we all forgot that box was in the attic is the reason why that survived. The reason why my Super Nintendo survived is because it's never once been unplugged from my TV. It's been plugged in a TV always at every house I've ever lived in, and for as long as we've had a Super Nintendo. So the Genesis too. The Genesis has been hooked up most of the time, but that one survived because it was my brother's for a while and he kind of held on to it. But really, we didn't have another game console until like the PlayStation in 1999. So from that 1991 to 1999 gap, that was what we had. Everyone else was moving on, and we were kind of stuck with the previous gen. But we also had a PC at that time, so it wasn't like we weren't playing like more advanced games. It just we didn't have an advanced game console. And I don't remember where I got Microsoft Golf from. I think it was another one of my friends who I just saw this weekend as well. He had it for his PC, so I don't know if we got a copy of it or if I just borrowed it from him and installed it. The kid's a natural. Don't roll down. Okay, good. Oh, I was hoping for an eagle putt, but I guess this is only a par 3, so there wouldn't be a chance for an eagle. The rain. I keep forgetting about the rain. There we go. Yeah, Chris says, oh, it's raining. And I wasn't even paying attention because that's the second time that's gotten me. Always loved playing NES, had a Genesis, always kept playing NES, so you ended up with like a 45 game collection in the late 90s. That is awesome. That's bigger than any collection I had at that time. Yeah, because having to buy a new NES due to the pins, yeah. So you said she would acquire collections. I started acquiring game collections in the 2000s because I didn't really have the money saved up a lot of times. A lot of times what I would get was just I would either trade someone for a game, or a lot of what I had I acquired through trades, or I got through garage sales. And garage sales were great because games were like $2 each. Donkey Kong Country, that's how I got that from a garage sale. Came with the manual, and they must have got it from like a video game rental store, because it has one of those hard clear plastic cases from it, and it had the manual. Oh no, did I hit the tree? Look at that, nice on. This is going to be tough. I'm either going to overshoot it. Oh, look at that. Now I'm down one. Nice. So I don't know if I ever really bought someone's collections. The only collection I remember buying... I'm sorry, I have bought 2 collections. But it wasn't as a kid. I bought most of my TurboGrafx 16 cartridge collection was purchased all at once. Somebody was selling their TurboGrafx 16 collection. I got a heck of a deal on it because those have all gone up in value. And the other one I bought was the 3DO games. Most of those I got were a collection as well. And I was just shocked that people in my area were also had a collection to sell, to be honest. I'll say right now, I'm not acquiring collections because I don't have the money to buy a whole collection. So I buy what I can, when I can. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Alright, so we have rain. This should be helping me out, but I guess we'll go full Full steam, let's see what happens. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. No way, I was too far away. Could have went harder. Not enough mustard. I remember at one point I said I was going to get a t-shirt made with not enough mustard on it. That's a bogey. So I got a birdie and a bogey. I'm still even. No, I'm down 1. I didn't realize that. Okay. This is just a practice round though, so... I think I'm going to pop this game into my Game Boy Advance SP and just leave this in my office at work. Because this is really fun. I'm actually having fun with this one. To the point where I might recommend it as essential for a Game Boy Advance collection. Now, there's tons of things that I would consider essential, but I know not everybody likes this. It's too hard. This is too much mustard. Oh, in the rough. I thought I was going to go in the bunker. There we go. Hit the pin. Nope. Don't go too far. And now I got a par putt. That may be too hard. Nope, just enough. Hey, Almighty Peanut, welcome to the stream. Do I worry about getting older games that may be repros? So, that's a great question. First off, you kind of have to know the buyers that you're getting from. So, like, if I'm buying from a retro game store, I expect them to disclose it. And if I'm not familiar with the retro game store, I don't spend a lot of money on games because of that, is what I'll say. I feel like I know enough about games at the moment to where I could confidently pick out what is a reproduction and what isn't. Like, I know some telltale signs to look for, but if someone wanted to fool me, they probably could. Just because, come on, don't go too far, and it's going right in the rough. Dang it. I'm getting too cocky here. Ooh, that was very nice. I don't get any nice on for that one. Oh, that's okay. Good. But I'll say I don't spend a lot of money because of that on games. Like, I wouldn't buy a copy of Earthbound because I would be too afraid of someone trying to scam me. But the only time I really felt like I could be buying reproductions and I don't know enough about it is the Neo Geo. The Neo Geo AES, that's been something that's plagued that market for years. Like, when it was out, all the way till now. And people repurpose boards and change things around and pirate cartridges. I mean, it's this, there's so many ways they can do it, and that they have in the past, it's very hard for me to tell. So that's probably the biggest one. But I'll say, like, CD games and DVD games, there are some telltale signs for that one too. I'll tell you this one, I'm pretty confident. I know what is in my I've never knowingly bought a game thinking it was original and it turned out to be a reproduction so far. And I've bought and sold games for a very long time, so do I worry about it? Yes, but it's something I feel like I've prepared myself for. That's a great question, though. Have you guys ever intentionally bought a reproduction cartridge of something? Ooh, that almost didn't even clear the water. Nice. Alright, give it some extra mustard here. Perfect. Chris says, watched the Mario movie last month. Honestly surprised the song Take On Me plays during the Donkey Kong Country segment. Yeah, I forgot about that. It's been a while since I've seen it. I watched it once when I bought the Blu-ray after it was in theaters, so I've seen it twice, and that's been it. I'm surprised. I should probably watch it again sometime. But it's the same with Sonic the Hedgehog. I've only seen those movies twice too. Once in theaters and once when I bought it on Blu-ray. I didn't get a nice shot there. I'm really aiming for a narrow section of land there. Isn't it mostly GBA and whatnot that are readily available repros? I would say that and N64. N64 and Game Boy Advance, yes, those are definitely ones. And I would say DS as well. And that's mainly because of Pokemon. Like, because Pokemon retains value. And I will say this, the more value a collector item has, the more likely you can get a repro. Without knowing it. So that's why I said that's another reason why I kind of stay away from the... that's not going to make it. That's another reason why I stay away from some of those games. Like, if they're like $500 games. Like I said, Earthbound for Super Nintendo. If someone's selling a complete inbox Earthbound for Super Nintendo for like $500, you can pretty much guarantee either they don't know what they have or it's a reproduction. Well, I finished up the entire course with a -1 on my first tryout. Not terrible. Oh, I gained experience, so there's the RPG part of it. Like, you know, other systems, but isn't it more of a Pokemon thing? Yes, there you go. Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and DS. All those Pokemon games, you're probably going to find a lot of repros out there. Now, I'm not saying there's a lot of people trying to trick you on it. I'm saying that you can buy them, and there are some pages that'll perfectly say, this is a reproduction cartridge. And so if you want to own it on original hardware and play it on original hardware, it's going to be a repro. It's your favorite 80s song? Really? It's a good song. I don't even know if I have a favorite 80s song. I didn't like 80s music for a long time, though. I don't know if I'm supposed to be upgrading both of them or not, but that's just what I'm going to do. Can I save? Yes. It is saved, so I don't have to go through all the text again, and we're back at the main menu. We have I should have done a quit game. I didn't even think about that. Or did it automatically dump me into the story when I first tried it? Anywho, you have the 45 picture disc of Take On You. Oh, that's awesome. Don't know anyone will buy a repro of a game when it's likely 500. Oh, a 501 type game anyway, right? So, like, why would you, especially if it's like a readily available game? I can't remember what I considered ridiculous repro was. It was something like, let's just say Super Mario Brothers. Why would you buy a Super Mario Brothers 1 reproduction cartridge when you can buy that's readily available and you can buy it for like $10 regularly, and not reprint a box art, just a reproduction cartridge? Like, it's for NES. Like, it's not like that's very rare. You know what I'm saying? So I can see why repros exist for like rare games. And by the way, when I say reproduction game, I am not talking about like a limited run game re-release, like that kind of stuff. They aren't saying that's a reproduction game. They're re-releasing the game, right? These reproduction cartridges are saying, oh, we're just reproducing this old game. It could be with malice, and it could be a re-release, but it's not like an official re-release. You get what I'm saying? Like, I have no problem with the limited run thing. If people want to buy those, that's perfectly fine. But yeah, we're talking about those, like, other channels of things, right? Give me a second here. I'm going to switch over. I'm going to try to do Wheel of Fortune. We're going to see if it's going to work, though. So I will be right back. Alright, so this is going to be interesting. The reason why this is going to be interesting is because of how we're doing this. So, this is not the Game Boy edition. This is the NES edition. Supposedly. Because I don't have the Game Boy edition on this cartridge. I would have to go and get through my collection and see it. Well, things like Super Mario on Genesis off of AliExpress for dirt cheap. Yeah, I've seen stuff like that before. That's where you're going to see some interlacing in this. Let's not play against the computer because then they're just going to win. Use controller 1 to enter your name. That's a great question, Chris. That is the big E word. So I have an EverDrive cartridge on here, which has got all of my games on it. And that way I don't have to keep pulling it out, in and out, and then resetting the console and all that stuff. And it's got a way of playing NES games as well as Game Boy and Game Boy Color games on here. I think you can do Master System games on here too. But that's the big E word. Yep. Let's just go with my original one. Ha! That's an awesome character model. This could be the Game Boy Color version, though. I have no idea. You want a different puzzle? Select it now. No, thank you. No, this is definitely... This looks like the NES version. I just haven't played it in so long. $300. Place is the category. Let's go with R. It was nice of them to keep Vanna on there, I guess, as we're going through. Oh, it shows you the puzzle down there, which is nice. But this is definitely... You can tell that the thing's not oversized, what you would see on there. Ooh, River's a good one. I like that. Let's try V. Nice job, Beasters. You're already playing this better than I am. Let's go with I. Let's buy the vowels if I can. Two E's. And let's go with the I's next. So I'm going to ask, did you guys enjoy the earlier start time today? Because if I can, I will start as early as I can next time, too. I feel like the overseas people enjoy the earlier start times. And according to my analytics, you guys are online a lot earlier than I am. At least what they share with me. Alright, I'm going to go with N. 1N. Oh, I picked vowel. Oh, we haven't had a long one yet. I would think like Rubicon River, but that's not it. I'm going to think Horn. Something Horn River. Something Bighorn River. Little Bighorn? We'll try T next and see if that's it. T and L. Come on, no bankrupt. 250. Come on, 1,000. 200. This thing just keeps putting it down, doesn't it? Oh. It does take a little bit for this to get processed. I better solve. Not sure when it'll give me a bankrupt. It's like, why isn't it showing up there? Got it. Thank you for that, Chris. They spent a lot on that animation, didn't they? Here are the current totals. On to the next puzzle. Person. I like the old school style way of making notes go out. That triple tone. I can't do it. Something like that. Alright, R it is. R's not let me down tonight. Person is the category. Ooh, that was a lot harder than I was intending on spinning it. Knew that was coming. Okay, what do we got? No L's. Interesting. Beasters, if it is engineer, you are on fire today. Like I was thinking like frontier or something like that. I wasn't even thinking like what it could possibly be other than... Alright, so is there any double letters in there? Nope, just double vowels. No G's. I was wanting to go with it. Good guess, though. Let's try the end. Two ends. So they're not making me think it's not engineer. Other than the G. It's not entertainer. Interesting. Does that have to be a vowel at the beginning? Of course no A's. Am I out of money yet? Let's just keep spending it. Interesting. Hey, welcome to the channel. It's like interpreter, inventor. Another V, huh? Let's see if we can get more money. That took all my brain power. Hey, Almighty Peanut. Took a break and came back. This is still Game Boy Advance, but it's playing an NES game. So technically... the big E word that Nintendo keeps looking at. There we go. That wasn't worth the risk for $200. You want to go to college? So good night, everyone. Good night to you, Chris. Thanks for coming into the stream this week. It's not inventor? Did I do the wrong letter? I must have. I wasn't even paying attention. See, now I'm starting to get that brain death thing going on here after playing video games for 3 hours. I think we might win this one. I'm really glad that we're not playing against the computer on this. I remember the computer being brutal in the early Wheel of Fortune games. Alright, round 3. I did not see the category. $3,500. We have to have a good letter here. Phrase. The shoe on the foot. No. Um, 1S. Well, we better buy all the vowels then, since we have the money. It's weird to hear the GameCube fan running during this game. So we know the first one's the. Last one's I? The apple of his eye. How's that? Dang it, we're not going to get that much money again. I wonder how many bankrupts and mistakes it'll let us do before it says game over. Or if it actually has a game over limit. I'm out of my drink, so my throat's going to get all scratchy now. Lose a turn. I'm with you. I had the same reaction on my face as my avatar. $3,500, man. I just keep bouncing around it. I don't have any more double letters left, do I? Oh, I do. I have the H. She's the apple of my eye, the cream in my coffee. Wasn't that what, how Roger Rabbit described Jessica Rabbit? I know it's going to get me bankrupt here again pretty soon, but I'm really hoping I get 3,500 again. Oh, that's letting me know to wrap this up, right? All right, fine. Oh, I had the Y I could still do. Oh, AC/DC had it too. Yep. Well, we built up our money again. There we go. Look at these graphics. All right, 6,050. This is in what, 1989, 1990? On to the next puzzle. How many rounds do we get? Title. Well, obviously the is going to be in there. Beaster says it's like I'm actually there. Right. Well, we got to go with a letter we know. 1,500. 1 T, 2 T's. Okay. So we're going to go bankrupt next, so that's for sure. Buy all the vowels. Hey, Damon, welcome to the stream. There we go. That was a good buy. I was going to say the little something, but that's not it. One eye. Okay. The Hotel 10? No. The hotel bed something? I don't know. I don't know what that is. We got double H's here. Might as well do it. There's a U in the puzzle, apparently. It didn't tell me there was none in there. Well, that was more than double letter score. The hotel... Oh, that's a great one. I have no idea. Yep. No B, so it's not... Stay away from bankrupt. 800. I mean, I know there's an L. Anybody know what this is the title of? Didn't Bob Newhart run a hotel in one of the shows he was doing? Is that what they're referencing? Oh, that was so close to being bankrupt. I already guessed H. Ham. The Hotel New Hampshire? Never heard of this. It's all the letters I usually guess too, but I didn't this time for some reason. Title, huh? What's that the title of? Now I need to Google that. Is a 1984 film. It's got Jodie Foster in it. Comedy drama film. Written and directed by Tony Richardson from John Irving's 1981 novel. Sweet, we're in the bonus round. 11,550. Never heard of it. It's like one of those there and gone again kind of things, right? Going for the middle E. Let's start when you're ready to play. Thing. R-S-T-L-N-E. So we got another thing that's the, I'm sure. No, it's not the. Is it one? Nope. Ooh. What do you guys think? C H M A. Will it be enough? Oh, I apparently picked the right letters. Ice cream sandwich. Heck yeah. Could use one of them too. I like this game. I went from not liking it to liking it. What did we win? What did we win? We had 11,550. 33,149 was my total. That was an odd number of... Oh, I want a boat. No, I want a cruise ship trip. Alright. That's not what I said. 33,149, right? In 1990, 33,149 in 1990 is worth $79,968 today. So almost $80,000. I like my avatar too. It's like cartoonish and yet very like caricature-ish cartoonish. Oh my. I think that's about going to do it for me today. I've been streaming for 3 hours already. So I know we're usually about an hour into when I'd usually be streaming, but I decided to stream a little bit earlier, and I'll probably... I mean, a little bit early. I streamed 2 hours earlier than I usually do. Which is why I'm only an hour into when I usually be streaming. But this way it kind of works out because it gives me time to get stuff kind of cool down before I get some sleep, because I've been... The beard leaves me sleep deprived usually. So... But yeah, I was going to say, I didn't even get to most of the video game news that I wanted to talk about, but I say wanted to, I guess I could have talked about. But we always got next week, right? That said, I think, like I said, that's going to do it for me, so I hope everyone has a great night, an even better week, and if I don't see you guys throughout the week, I hope to see you again next Sunday, same time, same place, hopefully no bots. Have a good one, everybody.